The first thing I want to tell you is you may wear a paint shirt. The paint shirts are in the back of the room by your mailboxes. There are many different sizes. Wearing a paint shirt is not an excuse to make messes. It's just to save your clothing. Got it? Okay. Now I have stations for each color. If you look, there's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, and then this is my miscellaneous color station right here. So I'm going to go ahead and use this blue station. I will spread out a little bit more than you'll need to be. I chose the blue station so you guys can see my duct tape. The reason duct tape is on the blue and no other color is because the lid broke. Okay, I'm just preventing air from getting on it, that's all.
So it doesn't dry out?
Yep, so it doesn't dry out. So anyway, I use the palette, right, to spread ink out across my plate. This is called a printing plate, right? Then I'm just going to scrape off any excess ink. Notice I'm working on a clean newspaper. You want to keep your print area clean or it's going to make a mess and get on your prints. Look at my fingers already just from touching the ink, right? So, now this should be dry, but I don't trust the last person, so I'm going to make sure it's clean before I start. It's clean, it's dry. So I'm going to roll, lift. And I'm going to keep doing that. Switching from vertical to horizontal. And you'll notice that there's little dots. Do you see all those little dots coming out at you? Everyone see that? You want it to be dotted or spotted, kind of like an orange peel. So does this look a little too tacky?
Yeah.
Slightly. Do you see how it comes out kind of at a point instead of at a bump? So I'm going to keep rolling it. I'm going to pull some ink off. I think I have a little too much ink on my printing plate. Do you see how I just picked it up? Okay. Listen to how it sounds really sticky. Do you hear that?
I like that
sticky
sound. Yeah.
All right. So this is better. Not as pointy, right? They're not long little points. They're little tiny ones.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So then, because I like to keep my printing area clean, I will try and always keep scratch paper here and extra newspapers back there. However, if I forget to put them here, the newspapers are underneath the objective in the front of the room in the green bin, and the scratch paper is underneath the hand-in slot up at the front of the room. So, I'm going to work on top of a piece of scratch paper. I'm just going to roll my ink, trying to get it evenly on my printer paper. Now I have, or not on my printer paper, on my block. I have already printed one. See? Right?
Oh.
I printed 1 out of 10 first. Right? So now I'm going to print 2 out of 10 second, 3 out of 10 third, 4 out of 10. We want to print them in order. Right? We want a record of the order we printed in. So, when we're making an addition, notice I'm using a clean area on my newspaper. And there is about a 1/4 inch excess all the way around my paper. So I just kind of eyeball it on there. Do you guys see how I did that? If I didn't take ink all the way to the end, I might put little dots in each quarter with a pencil so that I can see where it needs to line up next time. If I have ink that goes all the way to my end, I'm good. Okay? So now I'm going to flip this. And you can either use a spoon to burnish or a Baron to burnish. But burnishing just means rubbing. So I'm just rubbing the paper onto the block. And again, if I keep the Baron's handle side down so we don't accidentally get ink on the part that we rub with. But you can do the same thing with a spoon. Got it? I already got it with that. Okay. Then, now I can peel this off. and I have made a print. So now I have 1 out of 10 and 2 out of 10. Are we tracking?
We just do that 10 times.
Yep, you're gonna do all 10 of your first color. Your first color needs to be your lightest color. So if you have yellow as one of your 2 colors, it's automatically gonna be yellow. It's lighter than any other color. If you have black as your 2 colors, black is always gonna be the last color you print, okay? If you're not sure, just ask. Like greens and blues, it kind of doesn't matter. Certain ones, it doesn't really matter, but you wanna print your lightest color first. When I'm done with this at the very end of the day, I'm going to wash off my block. But if I'm going to print a second one right now, I can add a little more ink if I need a little more ink. If I still have a good orange peel texture, I can just re-roll. Does anybody want to grab me the scissors? I'll just do it. Okay, it's harder now that it's blue to make sure I have an even, right, orange peel through the whole thing. But so I'm really going to look at it. I think I do. But now I've gotten my newspaper dirty. Do you see how I've gotten my newspaper dirty? So I'm going to want a clean area to work on. Okay. Oh. And you're probably not going to get through 10 in one class period. I don't think anyone will. Even if they are able to start at the start of the hour, I think it's going to take everyone about 2 class periods for each of your colors.
Even Jackson.
You can't really rush printing.
I haven't
okay?
finished my thing on my wood yet. Like, I still need to carve it and draw it.
And that is your prerogative. Like, just do that first, right? It's better than waiting in line anyway. I'm just showing because some people are ready for this step.
Yeah.
All right, does anybody have any questions about this far of the printing process?